All right, so we're at question number 8 now, and question number 8 says, the functions f and g are defined by f of x is equal to 9 over 2x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x minus 3. State the value of x that cannot be in the domain of f. All right, so generally, they only can ask a question for a function like this if it's a fraction. And what I told students to do when you're asked this question, now obviously I would have explained the reason, but we can't do that now. But if you have this question, what you need to do is put the denominator of the fraction, which is 2x plus 1, put that equal to 0, and solve the equation. So 2x would be equal to minus 1. Divide both sides by 2. And we get x is equal to minus a half, is the value of x that cannot be in the domain of f. All right, moving on. We're to find in its simplest form expressions for f of g of x. Now, f of g of x is a composite function, and literally we're going to form f of g of x by putting g inside of f. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to write f is 9 over 2x plus 1. But in f, wherever we see x, we're going to put g, which is x minus 3. So f of g of x is a composite function, and literally, to form it, we're going to put the g function inside of the f function. How do we do that? We're going to write f, and in f, wherever we see x, we're going to take out x and put g. So we're going to simplify. Let's remove the bracket. We have 9 over 2 times x is 2x. To remove the brackets, we're going to apply distributive law. 2 times 3 is 6, minus 6 plus 1. So this is 9 numerator, and in denominator we have 2x minus 6 plus 5. Sorry, minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. Signs are different. To subtract and keep the sign on the larger number. So f of g of x in its simplest form is 9 over 2x minus 5. Next, we're asked to determine an expression for f of g of x. So f of x, let's write it again. I think it's what, 9 over 2x plus 1. Now, finding the inverse of a function is a 4-step process. So let's go through our 4 steps. Step 1, take out f of x and put y. Y, in fact, let me just double check to ensure so we're correct. Yeah. Makes no sense speeding forward and you're wrong. So step 1, take out f of x and put y. So step 1 says write the defining equation. So 9 over 2x plus 1 is the defining equation. Step 2 is to interchange x and y. Wherever I see x, I'm going to put y. Wherever I see y, I'm going to put x. So x is equal to 9 over 2y plus 1. Wherever I see x, I put y. Wherever I see y, I put x. Step 3 is to make y the subject again. So let's get rid of the fractions. If I have one fraction is equal to one fraction, to get rid of the fraction, I would cross multiply. So it's x times 2y plus 1. So 2y plus 1 is a sum. Whenever you multiply a sum, you always put it in brackets. Now 1 times 9 is 9. Remember, we're at step 3. At step 3, we're trying to make y the subject. So next I'm going to remove the brackets by applying distributive law. Distributive law says whatever is in the bracket is multiplied by what is immediately outside the bracket. X times 2y is 2xy. X times 1 is x, and that's equal to 9. Positive x on the left goes over to the right and become negative. We have 2xy is equal to 9 minus x. We're at step 3. At step 3, we're trying to make y the subject. Next, I'm going to divide both sides by 2x. Two x cancels 2x. Over the left, I'm left with y, and that's equal to 9 minus x over 2x. So step 3 is to make y the subject again, which I've just done. And step 4 is to take out y and say f inverse of x is equal to 9 minus x over 2x. F inverse of x is 9 minus x over 2x. All right, let's see what's next. Still in question number 8. At question number 8b, says the diagram below shows two rectangles, A, B, C, D, and G, F, E, D, A, B, C, D, as an area of 44 centimeters square. So the area of A, B, C, D is 44 centimeters square. G, F, E, D has sides 4 centimeters and 2 centimeters. We're told that AG is equal to EC, AG is equal to EC, both are 3 centimeters. We can see all of that in the diagram. By writing an expression for the area of rectangle ABCD, show that x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. All right, so by writing an expression for the area of rectangle ABCD, all right, first of all, the length, which is normally the longest side, is 3x plus 4. That's the length of ABCD. The width is 3x plus 2. Now, the area of ABCD rectangle is length times width, and we are told that that area is 44. So the length is 3x plus 4. The width is 3x plus 2. And the length multiplied by width gives me the area, which is 44. All right, so let's multiply 3x plus 4 and by 3x plus 2, binomial expansion. 3x times 3x, that would be what? 9x squared. 3x times 2, that would be 6x. 4 times 3x is 12x. 4 times 2 is 8. And this is equal to 44. Let's simplify. Therefore, we have 9x squared. 6 plus 12 is 18x plus 8 minus 44 is equal to 0. All right, let's simplify. Therefore, 9x squared plus 18x minus, what is this, 36? 36 is equal to 0. All right, we can simplify further. I've noticed that I can divide the entire equation by 9. So I'm going to divide the entire equation by 9. And when I do, I'm going to end up with x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. We're asked by the examiner to show that x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0, and we just did. Using the fact that the area of rectangle ABCD is 44 centimeters, we're able to show that x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Next, we're asked to calculate to 3 decimal places the value of x. All right, so we have a quadratic equation, x squared plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. And that's it. So let's double check. Yes, plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. All right, so we're asked now to solve this quadratic equation, and we need to write our answers correct to 3 decimal places. Now, when you're asked to solve a quadratic equation and write the answer correct to 3 decimal places, it is a telltale sign that it cannot be factorized, and you're going to have to use the quadratic formula, which says that x would be equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So of course, my quadratic equation is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a is 1, b is 2, and c is minus 4. So putting in my values, this is minus b, which is 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 2 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is minus 4, all over 2a, which is 2 times 1. Simplifying, we have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 4. Minus 4 times 1 times minus 4 is positive 16. And this is all over 2 times 1, which is 2. This is minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 20 over 2. This is minus 2 plus or minus, let's find the square root of 20. The square root of 20 is 4.4721. All right, let's put in another decimal for good measure, 4. And this is over 2. So therefore, x, remember when you solve a quadratic equation, you must get 2 answers, is equal to minus 2 plus 4.47214 over 2, or x is equal to minus 2 minus 4.47214 over 2. Now, I know I can reject that answer because x must be positive. Remember, x is the side, is part of the side of a rectangle, and the side of a rectangle can't be negative. I should probably leave it in, but yeah, let me leave it for the time being. So x is equal to, I would say, 2.47214 over 2, or minus 6.47214 over 2. Therefore, x is equal to, let's divide. Um, 2.47214 divided by 2. The 3 decimal places, it's 1.236, or x is equal to, I think we can definitely reject the negative answer, minus 6.42714 divided by 2, minus 3.374. the 3 decimal places. I think we're definitely rejecting this answer. So x is going to be 1.236. Next, we're asked to calculate the perimeter of the shaded region. Calculate the perimeter of the shaded region. So the shaded region is, of the unshaded region. Perimeter means distance around. So we need to add up all the sides to get the perimeter. Up here is 3x plus 2. Over here is 3x plus 4. Here is 4. Here is 2. 3x, 3x. So the perimeter is the perimeter of the unshaded region would be 3x plus 3x plus 2, this would be the top, plus 3x plus 4, this would be the side, plus 3x plus 3x plus 2 plus 3x plus 4 plus 3x plus 2 plus 4. All right, those are all the sides of the unshaded region. This works out to be 12x plus 2. But remember, x is what? 1.236. So this is 12 times 1.236 plus, this should be 12 up here, plus 12. And when I add this, I'm going to end up with 26.832 centimeters. The perimeter of the shaded region is 26.832 centimeters.